In the Reform tool, the Smart Join option can really speed up many reshaping tasks. For this reason, the right-hand button in the Reform panel is enabled by default. Looking in more detail at these first characters in the brand name, the basics of Smart Join can be seen when modifying the lower element of the letter V. To reflect the WASP logo, it would be apt to bring this to a sharp point. To do this, hold down Shift and Alt or Option before clicking and dragging the horizontal element. As confirmed in the Astute Buddy panel, this enables the constant offset mode in Reform. Click and dragging this element vertically down with Smart Join still enabled in the Reform panel produces the desired result in one move. To better understand what's taking place, Smart Join will be turned off and the previous process will be repeated on this longer upstroke in the V character to reduce the thickness. The result is still technically correct as the path segment was reshaped in a parallel fashion thanks to the constant offset mode being used again. However, it's not really what the design requires as the junctions with the neighbouring segments is now awkward. Undoing this, Smart Join will be enabled once more and the same path segment reshaped using Reform's constant offset mode. This time, it's clear from the annotation that the result will be much closer to a finished look. Applying this change, the chamfer at the top now looks too exaggerated. This is easy to fix by repeating the same process on that element with Smart Join making the result perfect. Note that whereas Smart Join can help in so many situations, it purposefully has thresholds to ensure things remain predictable in complex cases, as well as simpler ones such as this example. Therefore, undoing that last change, if the reshape exceeds those internal limits, it will not produce the anticipated result, with the annotation showing this before committing. In these cases, it is sometimes possible to perform the reshape process in 2 or more stages to finally sculpt the desired result. So far, Smart Join has been demonstrated on straight segments. Turning to the letter E, an attempt will be made to subtly bolden the character. This would normally be a very skilled manual process involving the tweaking of numerous points and Bezier handles. With Reform, it's simply a case of constant offsetting the outer curve. Before applying, a precise offset of 4 pixels will be numerically defined in the panel. Having applied the reshape, the same precise constant offset distance will be applied to the lower vertical element so that extra boldness is present all round. Once more, Smart Join has ensured the result is what was hoped for. Finally, let's look at the more organic shapes that make up the antennae of the logo. Selecting this artwork makes it clear that the excessive number of points will equate to less than perfect shapes to work with. Zooming in further confirms that this path is not smooth or consistent and manual editing would likely be quicker by recreating from scratch. But with the remit of thinning the antennae, we'll return to Reform. As before, Shift and Alt or Option are held down when the lower antenna is dragged. To ensure both antennae are reduced in width at the same rate, a precise numeric value is entered in the panel once more, followed by one return to set the value, and a second return to apply the Reform change. This is repeated for the second antenna using exactly the same method and offset value. Instantly, it can be seen that not only has Reform sculpted the path as intended, but also vastly improved the number of points used and placement. Zooming in once more, it can be seen that Smart Join has also ensured both antennae are interfacing with the rest of the Intex head perfectly.